Enjoy the weather today out there?
Yeah, it's a little cool. It's probably getting us ready for get to San Francisco. So had good practice. You know, we're kind of going pads every other day. Today we're in shorts. So tomorrow we'll go in pads. Saturday we're in shorts. Sunday in pads. So we're getting some work in. We started, today was the first day we did some Purdue work with the scout team guys and just trying to get them back in football shape.
Any sort of initial impressions on Purdue's schemes, personnel,
defensively, they've been really good all year. Obviously offensively with Coach Braum, they were able to throw the ball, and they've thrown the ball really well. But defensively has been really impressive. I mean, just about everybody they've played, they've done a great job with. So they're big up front, really big up front, inside a little bit, and active, do a good job.
You guys are going to look very different on the offensive line next year. You're going to have a new coach. 4 guys are leaving. I mean, how comfortable are you where the offensive line is at going into next year?
I think we'll be okay. We're, there are going to be some experience, lack of experience in whoever will hire a good coach, whoever that may be, and hopefully within the next couple of weeks. We have to wait 10 days, but I think we'll be athletic. But we are missing a lot of experience. So this spring is going to be really critical for O-line, and this summer is going to be really critical for the O-line.
What have you seen out of Lacusa?
Yeah, he's done a great job. He's paid his own way this semester, and he did a great job on the scout team. He's a little bit banged up right now, so we're going to have him sit out for a few weeks, and he's not allowed to travel to the bowl game anyway as a transfer. But he's got a chance to compete for a job because he's really athletic, and what we've seen so far, at least in the scout team, he's done a good job.
Do you envision him outside, inside, or where do you guys?
We're probably at tackle. That's where we're thinking. We're trying to get another year for Leif as well, so that would help because he would bring some experience back. But there's going to be a lot of new faces up front, and we're still recruiting it. I think we're going to bring a handful of guys in, and some of them with bringing in with expectation they'll compete right away.
What's it like playing against a team and coach in a bowl game where that coach's name has been brought up for other jobs and they have kind of the little stability, things like that?
That really has no bearing. I think if you're playing against a team that the coach has left and they have an interim coach, there may be some dynamics to that. But with this case, it seems like a lot of the young so-called up-and-coming coaches that have done a great job like Jeff has. I mean, your name will be bannered around a little bit. But, he deserves it. He's done a great job.
What do you make of all the coaching upheaval in the Pac-12 specifically?
I'm not totally surprised about it. I think that's the world that we live in now. But I think the urgency of it, I think, has been part and due, as I said earlier, about the signing date, the December signing date. So you see a lot of movements going on. We've hired some outstanding coaches, but there's some outstanding coaches that have left. I usually, you look at it because you want to know what kind of schemes you're going to be prepared to go against. But I just worry about mowing our own grass right now.
Were you surprised that Willie Taggart left after 1 year at Oregon?
Well, I think you're surprised anytime somebody leaves after a year. But also you understand that he's from Florida. That's a top 5 job. They have. I've been down there. I've known Jimbo since high school and been down there many times. Obviously, I have a connection with the Bowden family, so I know what kind of place that is. But Oregon's a special place too. With their facilities and what Phil Knight has done for them, and football is important to them. So they'll get a good coach. But Willie's done a good job, and you could almost see it coming just because he's from there. I don't think if he wasn't from Florida, you'd still look at it. But being from there probably tipped him that way.
How do you approach recruits who are committed to a school where their coach leaves?
Well, if they reach out to us and they're guys that we recruited and know about and we have room for, we'll recruit them. It's sometimes ironic when you have guys that we committed to us last year that wind up going there, and now their coach has left. But we've had a couple from schools coaches have left or no longer there that have reached out to us. We're we're in a good spot recruiting. We don't have a whole lot of spots left, but a couple of really good players have reached out to us. We're going to recruit them.
You guys have a super young team, no bowl game last year. What are you looking forward to with showing all these, the freshmen and the redshirt freshmen, just the atmosphere of a bowl game or getting to do some of the side activities?
Yeah, I've tried to explain it to them that, I want them to enjoy it and have a good experience, but it's also a business trip. We've got to go to try to win the game, especially for the seniors. And so working that balance both here on campus and when we leave campus is going to be part of the thing that we talk about nearly every day. And then practice now is, we're doing a lot of fundamental part of it, and I'm going to let the young guys scrimmage a little bit, and I think the upperclassmen got excited because I said I'm going to let some of you upperclassmen call the plays and be the coaches so they can feel my grief at times. So I think they're looking forward to that. We'll probably do a little bit of that over the next week and a half.
Does waiting to play this bowl game compare at all to the end of fall camp when you guys are waiting to play your first game?
Yeah, it does a little bit. I think that's where I have to make sure I'm careful that we're progressing toward building up toward the game as opposed to it's not going to be a grind. But you got to get work done. But we'll split some things up, let them have a little fun. But it's a longer wait than some of the earlier bowl games we've played in. But that guy so far approached it really well.